Capcom quickly rolls back the Resident Evil Revelations DRM update after Steam review bombing.
Help me, Leon! Help!
By the way, if you want a more in-depth look on this whole thing, we have a video on this channel talking about this. So last week we saw that Capcom was putting some DRMs in their games that was preventing modding on their games as well. Because Capcom believes that modding is cheating.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
They believe that if you mod Resident Evil to swap out Nemesis with Shrek, you are essentially wall hacking and aimbotting in an online shooter.
What are you doing in my swamp?
So they were updating their games, which was adding a DRM on the back end, which was preventing people from adding mods. But the problem with that, apart from how retarded that is that it was actually making games run so much worse. Constant crashing, frame rate drops, the whole shebang. And what that ended up doing was pushing people to piracy.
Drink up, me hearty yo-ho.
Because the pirated version of these games didn't have that in their back end, so the games actually ran better and people were able to mod them.
That's got to be the best pirate I've ever seen. So it would seem.
So in response, Capcom quickly rolls back the Resident Evil Revelations DRM update after Steam review bombing. Fuck yes!
That's a dub. That's a dub for the gaming community.
It is good, but this isn't the end of this whole situation. Capcom is still retarded. They are still committed to this.
No, but that's why we need to go harder. Now we need to go harder. Now we need to not just go for that one game. We need to go for all the games. Start review bombing all of them because fuck them. They deserve this, and they need to not like modding is like hacking because it's completely fucking different. Fuck them. They're retarded for this.
Yeah,
bullying works.
Capcom is so weird because Capcom can make really good games, but they're so out of touch.
Yes, they'll make Resident Evil Village and then Resident Evil 4 remaster. Then they'll just come out and say, "Yeah, now we're gonna ruin them all by not allowing mods. We're just gonna kill these franchises all real quick. You know, all that hard work to making this franchise great again. We're just gonna end it real quick." Like they're so stupid.
So Capcom has quickly rolled back a Resident Evil Revelations update, which added a digital rights management, or a DRM, after it was review bombed on Steam. So as reported by Eurogamer, the addition of the DRM, which essentially looks to stop piracy but allegedly causes performance issues and mod manufacturers too, arrived on January 10th and was slammed by Steam users who brought Revelations, rating it down to mostly negative. That is good. So it didn't take long for Capcom to hear the outcry and revert Revelations to its former state. Though it did say the DRM would return once the associated issues were resolved. So basically what they mean by that is once they figure out a way to have this DRM in the back end, which doesn't cause the game to crash and go to shit, they're bringing it right back. Because at the end of the day, Capcom hates modders. They hate the mods. They are retarded. They somehow believe that modding a single-player game is the equivalent to cheating in online games. And to all the people in the comment section that hate when we talk like this, it's fucking autistic. It is retarded and autistic.
You fucking retards.
So we have a Capcom statement. Due to an issue observed with the latest update released, we have reverted the corresponding update, Capcom said in a Steam update. We apologize for the inconvenience caused, and once the issue is resolved, we will re-release the update. Thank you very much for your patience and cooperation. So fans complained that the DRM update stopped mods working from a 2012 single-player game. That's retarded, man. Add a DRM to an 11-year-old game, someone said on Steam. Fuck you, Capcom. This is the second downgrade in recent years, another one said. And there was another reply that said, Capcom killed modding. So Revelations was originally a Nintendo 3DS game that soon saw itself ported to just about every other platform. It starred Resident Evil mainstays such as Chris and Jill investigating a deadly threat aboard a stranded cruiser line. Yeah, cool. So they still hate modders. Capcom still hates modders. They still hate modding. They just understand that They believe that people are angry because it causes performance issues. They're looking at the negative Steam reviews of this game being like, oh, it's because the game runs like shit. Well, that's half the point. The other half is that you've absolutely murdered modding. That's why people are angry. You addressed one part of it, but it's a two-part problem. The second part of the problem is the modding, and Capcom, they want nothing to do with it. They consider it cheating. They are retarded.
Which is so fucking dumb because modding makes games so much better and lasts so much longer because this is a single player game. And how does it last longer? Oh, the cool fucking mods. And let's be honest, the DLC can give it a bit of life, right? Like Resident Evil 4, when it added its DLC, it got a lot more players playing it again. But let's be honest, after that, mods, man. And people have so much fun, so much entertaining. They don't have to do any extra work. Just allow the community to have fun, create cool mods for their game. It's not like they're doing any harm to the game. It's not breaking the original game. You know, don't download the mods you don't want and whatnot. It's not actually doing any harm to them. It's just they're fucking dumb and jealous that the modders can do a better job than them. Let's be honest. Like the modders...
It is retarded.
Yeah.
So there was actually a comment here on the video that we did about this. I want to read it. So this person says, I love modding in a single player experience. I will never tolerate it in an online competitive game because at the end of the day, that is just cheating. Yep. I try to find new animations and having quality of life improvements, especially for Resident Evil, is just nice. It's harmless fun and makes the game have a unique spin. Running a game you love with nothing more to do if you've already 100% completed it. You amp up the difficulty with some mods that you can find on Nexus. I find this change to be actually naive of Capcom. So much dedication and hard work put into these mods just for nothing. No other player is having a worse experience in a single player video game. Yes, because me modding the game on my own playthrough does not affect it for anyone else at all, ever.
Ever. It's just a bit of fun to see Shrek chase you and say, this is my swamp. Like, what the fuck? How is that cheating, man? Dude, someone needs to talk to him and bitch slap this man. Whoever's saying it's cheating, because I bet you it's just like 4 retards at the top. Like, everyone else, the actual developers at Capcom are like, what are they talking about? What are these fucking retards? You know what I mean? They just don't have the power.
And now, one other thing I would like to add on this whole piracy part is pirates gonna pirate.
Dude, and...
they don't care. They're gonna pirate.
And in our video, it kind of explains that the pirate version is actually better because you can do the mods and stuff. Yeah.
It doesn't have this DRM and all that. So Capcom, retarded.